Assalamualaikum, my name is Nasha from Malaya Society. My student ID number is 2020815754. I will present abstract and I also present overview and technology used in the library at the second academic library, Sultan Abdul Samad Library, which is UPM Library. Abstract. The objective of this assignment are to look into how information technology is used and how it is used and selected in information agency. The investigation is based on chosen academic libraries website. Academic libraries are essential for students, lecturers, researchers, and other users since they are primary users who utilize the information technologies at the library on the website to obtain resources for their work. If the resources are not available in the library, the staff will make every effort to locate them as long as the user submit a request form for the item they require. Both the library website has some limitations that can be fixed if they pay attention to them.
Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Shanatu Shafira binti Syahrul Azhar. My metric number is 2020490344. Okay, today I would like to do some presentation about University Malaya. Okay, for this part is for the overview. For this overview, University Malaya, we know as was Malaysia's oldest institution, which is located on campus southwest of Kuala Lumpur, the country capital. It began as the King Edward College of Medicine in Singapore on September 28, 1905, and became the University Malaya on October 8, 1949. When the King Edward College of Medicine and Raffles College merged, which founded in 1928. University Malaya takes its name from the name of the nation of that time, which is Malaya. The University, Tunku Abdul Rahman Putra Al-Hajj, who was also the country's first Prime Minister, was installed as the University of Malaya's first Chancellor on June 16, 1962. Professor Abraham, a world-renowned mathematician, was the first Vice Chancellor. Okay, next we move to the motto, vision, mission, and also objective of University Malaya. Okay, the first one is motto. Motto of the University Malaya is knowledge is the source of progress. The next one is vision. Vision is Library's vision is to create the University Malaya library of top-ranked library in line with UM's desire for global recognition. And the third one is mission. Mission, the library offers specialized knowledge, a variety of information sources, and knowledge-based services in support of the University of Malaya's global to enhance its high-caliber research, teaching, and also learning. Okay, and the last one is objective. There is a lot of objective, but I'll take 3 of them. Okay, number 1 is utilize efficient technique such as modern technology to handle information, achieve a variety of professional goals that are in line with professional standards, and base judgment on relevant facts and also information. Okay, number 2 is the offer of University Malaya academic community trainings for academic and also leadership growth. And the third one is to provide the academic community in University Malaya with advisory services and consulting on academic related issues. Okay, next we move to the services of Library. Okay, they have 7 services. Okay, number 1 is research repository, pendata discovery, interactive, library guides, opening hours, special disability users, and also borrowing and returning. Okay, for services here, we have research repository, which is an institutional digital repository of publishers and unpublishers research work produced by researcher, provided by the Digital Scholarship and Information Commons. Number 2 is pendata discovery, which they have OPAC, which we know as online public access catalog, and also resource discovery tools. Then interactive, which have online database, e-journal, and also e-books. The next one is library guides, which they can provide quick and easy access to essential resources in subject area. And the 5th one is opening hours. They open in weekends, which Saturday and Sunday, on 5 a.m. till 4 p.m. only. And weekdays, which Monday till Friday, they open 8 a.m. until 10 p.m. only. And in the public holiday, the library was closed. Okay, we move to the next point, which is special disabled users, when we call as SDU. Okay, in they have specialized facilities for SDU, which is special disabled users. Okay, they have many specialized or facilities, but I will say 5 here. Okay, number 1 is SDU can borrow out 20 items at one time, but they are more special between the others. Okay, number 2 is reserve carer, which provided table, chair, electric connector, and also free Wi-Fi in the carer. Okay, the next one is braille lift, which the lift have braille buttons and also automatic voice for each floor. It's be convenient to disabled users which blind or else. Okay, the next one is computer lab S, which this is special lab provided for SDU to access the internet in the library. Okay, and the last one is volunteer reader. Library provided volunteer reader for SDU to encourage reading habit and also make them enjoy with the library services. Okay, the next one is borrowing and returning. They have 9 provided in borrowing and returning, which is borrowing privilege, borrowing policy, borrowing regulation, renewals, reservation, location library materials, overdue fine, charge for material not returned, and also the last one is notification. Okay, we continue with activities in Library. Okay, this is list of activities that has been organized by Library. Most of them are program, and they also use in online and also physical. Okay, Library also have their own social media and their interactive guides. Okay, platform that used by Library is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and also Library website. Okay, most of their social media platform has been updated time to time and provided a lot of activities that give knowledge to University Malaya students and also others user. Moreover, in this era of pandemic COVID-19, Library still organize a program that give benefits for its student even in online version. Okay, this is some of figure that use the social media in Library, which is Facebook page, Instagram page, and also Twitter page.
University Malaya Department. The first one is Acquisition Division. The division is responsible for the acquisition of library material in the form of book, serial, printed and electronic, non-book material like audio, videotape, microform, CD-ROM, and newspaper, local and international. It can be done through purchase, subscription, and gift, and also exchange arrangement. It's also responsible for maintaining the physical record of library fund for the purchase of material. This division has 3 librarians in charge and 8 support staff. Second, Cataloging and Metadata Division. It provides access to scholarly material in the UM library collection to support research, teaching and learning in the UM community by organizing, describing and providing effective, accurate tools that assist our client in locating information resource to value to them. It's responsible for the development and maintenance of the UM library catalog and data discovery, for the development and implementation of policies and standards that govern the creation and maintenance of the metadata that describe the collection. Third is Client Service Division. It's responsible for providing effective service in meeting the need of user, fulfilling user satisfaction, and also providing current information to user. It's provided to user library material transactions such as loan, return, renew, and reserve. It also provides interlibrary loan and document delivery, library user registration, internal user or external user, information desk service, and service for locating unfound library material. This division has 6 librarians in charge. Next is Academic Service Division. It's established with the aim of supporting research activity of the university and library. It's primarily responsible for the preparation of various reports such as library resource, statistics, as well as a monthly report on the university publication data index in Web of Science and Scopus for professional librarian in charge in this division. Information Skill Division. It offers information skill and user education program for undergraduates, postgraduate, and academic staff. Primary aim is to provide optimal service that satisfies the research need of the many people who use the library in an efficient, reliable, consistent, and courteous manner. Committed to ensuring that through the information skill program that are conducted for all levels of user, our user will be equipped with basic skill for independent and lifelong learning. This division is also managed by 6 professional librarians. Next is Conservation and Preservation Division. Coordinate service for the care and maintenance of the university library collection to prevent damage, to extend useful life, or to repair the damage. Operations include first-time hardcover binding of serial and paperback, rebinding, gasidification, and repair of material in the general collection, as well as comprehensive conservation treatment of rare and special collection material. Only one senior librarian in charge in this division. Last is Information System Division. Information System Division is responsible for ensuring that the computer system in the library network is fully operational besides providing quality ICT service. It's managed by 4 professional librarians. So this is the organizational chart for University Malaya. Technologies in the library. It is a 4-store building with a floor space of 70,372 square meters. service counter, self-changing machine, reference desk, free-range reading and satellite TV. Astro occupy the ground floor. Second floor is set aside for thesis and dissertation collection, pendata discovery terminal and study area. Third floor is reserved for bound journal and reference hall. Fourth floor accommodates the media collection and bound journal. Second and above floor similarly shelve most of the library collection. Full seating capacity is 1068 and there are altogether 16 daily carriage with 21 set aside for the visually impaired. The Central Library has 5 computer labs. There is Lab B, Lab C, Lab D, and Lab S, as well as computer facilities at every floor. Information skill programs are held in Lab C and D to educate users on the effective method of information searching using IT tools in the library. Limitation and recommendation. Limitation. Digitization defeats the copyright legislation as each other thinking content can be freely copied without his recognition by another. To transmit the information is one challenge for digital libraries to solve. Students need to use a good connection to the internet to access the information. The user also needs to be ICT intellect to use the website and understand the term of ICT. Recommendation for website is subscribe more online resource, consider to use virtual reality technology, use interesting interface to always update their system, extend opening hour and to create visitor option for researcher. In conclusion, the academic library need to develop good library website to their user. The assignment conduct revealed the efficiency of technology usage in information agency. There are also discussion and comparison about the selected information agency, that is Library. It is proven that technology with excellent maintenance and control might be very helpful, especially for information professionals and information agencies to upgrade their skill and service. There are also several parts that need to be improved, such as cyber security and features on the library website.
Overview: the Sultan Abdul Library (PSAS), University Putra Malaysia (UPM) main library is located in the heart of campus. The main PSAS library facility is made up 2 blocks and can hold up to 2,000 people at any given time. The library collection comprises over 1 million print volumes, 370,000 books and bound journals on hand, over 5,000 journal titles, with over half of them being electronic journals as well as maps, sound recordings, microphones, videotapes, and flights. Furthermore, the branches of UPM are located at the various faculties that they serve. The Veterinary Medicine Library, which houses animals, holding reviews by industry specialists from all around Asia Pacific, is the most well-known branch of this sector. Other notable branch libraries include the Medicine and Health Science Library, Engineering and Architectural Library, and Mitulun Campus Library. These are the logo of University Putra Malaysia, Sultan Abdul Samad Library. Next, we have motto, vision, and objective. Motto: with knowledge we first. Vision: become an internationally reputable university. Meanwhile, for objectives, is to make meaningful contribution to the formation of wealth and national development, as well as the process of universal human being through the exploration and dissemination of knowledge. Then we have services. There are 6 services of UiTm Library, Sultan Library, PFAS. First, we have License Library. The purpose of this library is to establish a two-way communication channel between PFAS and faculty, schools, institutes, and centers. Second, educate users how to access, identify, and evaluate material from a variety of sources through the information literacy program. Third, providing information advice over face-to-face, phone, email, live chat, mail, and fax. Fourth, assist in the expansion of related library collections. And lastly, support the need for all members of the UiTm community to have access to teaching and learning information. Next are risk circulation services. In these user services, the activities include loan, renewal, reservation, and membership. The services, reference services, e.g. advice and guidance service available to all PFAS customers both inside and outside of UiTm. This service includes questions about the library catalog, web or back, online journals, database, outside resources, reference material, fast references, version, and much more. Individual and groups can seek assistance by working in, calling, email, chatting online, writing a letter, and faxing to the service. There are 3 types of service available. A. Reader advisory service. B. In the office. C. Online reference service. Fourth, we have document delivery service, DDS. It allows UiTm students, faculty members, and staff to borrow material from other libraries both locally and internationally. The requests for materials are limited to those needed for study, teaching, or research only, and the copyright laws applies to all requests. This service only available to registered library patrons but not available to library external members. Meanwhile, for non-UiTm members, they must contact the library with which they are associated with, and requesters can use Cohort web or pad to browse their library catalog. After that, distance education (PJJ) services. Students enrolled in distance education (PJJ) can use this service to suit their learning and research information needs. The following are the services available: A. Book services. B. Book booking. C. Loan renewal. D. Information research services. D. Letter of reference to other libraries. F. Document supply service (PPD). G. Information literacy program. H. Individual research advisory services. The service literature search. It helps library customers to find material for research projects, scholarly writing, working papers, and coursework. It's only available to all UiTm members and faculties and members and users from outside the university, whether private, government, or private workers. Then we have activities. Here are the listed activities in the PFAS library from the upcoming to past activities. These are the departments of the PFAS library. First, we have Chief Librarian's Office. It plans, implement, and track administrative tasks. It also plans and tracks implementation of action plans in order to meet the key performance indicator (KPI). It also manages and creates reports and data for the purpose of auditing and enhancing the library services and facilities. Fourth, manage and monitor building and and infrastructure maintenance, asset or inventory acquisition and disposal, and provide a welcoming environment for users. Fifth, empower, enrich, confer, and transmit the university intellectual properties to its users and the general public. Lastly, plan, organize, and control PFAS financial procedures according with the present University Financial Management procedure. Second department, corporate and staff training. It defines and arranges training activities for libraries employees while also conduct training programs. They often manage training and attachment programs for students both inside and outside of the country. Third, they coordinate and manage official visits, certificate, and give both within and outside the country, as well as working trade and benchmarking with foreign agencies. Fourth, plan, coordinate, and manage official PFAS events and corporate interaction with outside agencies. Fifth, design, plan, and prepare PFAS publications, graphic design services for library services. And lastly, coordinate and manage consulting services, assistant development projects, and paid costs. Third department, media, archives, and preservation, creating or revising policies for obtaining, processing, storage, maintenance, and re-evaluation of collection, including law, written, and reference services of media collections, equipment, and library facilities. Second, managing the acquisition, collecting, selection, uploading, and indexing of image and film of UPM. Third, serving as a repository for university record, a preservation center for UPM history and reference and research center for research. Fourth, creating or modifying policies for acquisition, processing, storage, maintenance, re-evaluation, and dispersal of archival materials in compliance with the National Archives Act 2003. Act 629 is part of managing archival collections. Fifth, managing the PFAS collection conservation through binding and material restoration to guarantee that the collection is conserved for current and future usage and reference. And lastly, promoting media collections, archive collection, library service, and facilities using various mediums. Next department, collection development. They planning, coordinating, and oversaw allocation for the extension of the library collection. Not only that, but they also organizing and managing the acquisition and reception of material by purchasing them. Next, they arranging and managing the purchase of materials via gifts and trades. They also cataloging and classification of materials. Fifth, they using the library management cohort to keep track of the management of bibliographic record for materials. Lastly, the material disposal planning and management. They offer function for that. Then, digital resource management. They're planning and managing the requirements of the UPM Institutional Repository, UPM IR, and the e-thesis portal. Second, developing, updating, and tracking the required needs for UPM IR and e-thesis policy, procedures, and documents related. Third, planning, managing, evaluating, retrieving, and acquiring UPM IR content. Fourth, collecting, managing, storing, preserving, and conserving all scientific research and intellectual property of UPM publication, UPM-related publication, thesis, and project report of UPM students in digital report. Fifth, scanning all UPM publication, thesis, and project reports that are not in digital format for that it can be included in the UPM IR portal and it is portal, and also sends the scanning record information to the National Library for reporting purpose. Lastly, contributing to the UPM IR knowledge sharing network and exchange of scientific information produced by researchers in the same field. After that, user services division. It provides service for collection that manage loans, returns, renewal, restoration, and handling damage and replacement library materials. They also plan and maintain library collection, which includes shelving, shelf reading, inventory, and reading. Third, manage and keep library membership records up to date and receive new registration, renewals, and termination. Furthermore, provide and maintain facilities for patrons, ensuring that they are in good working order and available for use. Next, provide interlibrary loan and document supply services with other libraries in order to meet user requests for items not found in the library collection. Lastly, keep the reading rooms and collection shelves clean and appealing user by maintaining and monitoring them. Besides that, there is also a reference division. They plan and manage information literacy program. They also provide library license services through collaborative networking with faculties, schools, and institutes in the area of education, reference services, and consultation relating to reference sources and information, as well as reviewing the library collection. That support the university learning, teaching, and research by providing literature fresh services to UiTm external and internal customer member. Fourth, planning and coordinating promotional activities for the library information resources, services, and facilities. And lastly, managing customer comments and suggestions for quality improvement and ongoing development. Furthermore, there is Research and Information Services Department. It organizes, manages, and prepares performance reports of research publication for appointment purpose. They also plan and provide services for 2-period outreach for intellectual property application at UiTm. Third, they plan and maintain UiTm database services, which cover 6 Department of Statistics Malaysia (DOSM) of raw data modules to fit the demands of UiTm learning, teaching, and research. Fourth, plan, management, and implementation of library and external study. Fifth, arrange, manage, and implement of publication and academic writing. And lastly, organize, supervise, and carry out library and advisory consultation of research and publishing skills, author workshop, information and research and support services, and PSAS, Research Information Hub Portal. Besides that, there is System and Information Technology Department. The functions of these departments are manage the content of PSAS, website, and portal. Next, carry out the planning, development, and management of application system. Third, implement equipment, hardware, and ICT administration procurement plans. Fourth, manage application system development, multimedia, and ICT innovation implementation. Fifth, control ICT operation, service, maintenance, networking, and security. And lastly, organize library events, seminar, workshop, and income generation programs using ICT projects. Next department, Malaysia Agriculture Resources. It enhances digital content for agriculture and information materials developed in Malaysia and sent it to the FAO Agri portal. It also strengthens digital content in the My Agri portal for Malaysian agriculture information resources. Third, they also support the exposure of agriculture information at UiTm, gather information, and improve the content of the portal on landing page Agri UiTm. Fourth, strengthen the materials agriculture collection, keep the special collection in good shape, and offer reference and internal law services. And lastly, establish a network of collaboration and strategic partnership with agricultural organizations to increase the exposure of agricultural information and promote the division collection and services through the sharing of link, exhibition, brochure, and poster. Last department, Serials Division. In this department, they plan, manage, and monitor the expedition of the annual Ferrier subscription allocation. Second, organizing and administering the purchase and renewal of subscribed database, e-journal, e-books, and printed journals and newspapers in compliance with established procedure. Third, they plan, manage, and prepare statistic and usage analysis of subscribed database, e-journal, and e-book for subscription renewal, MALAYA requirements, era, and other purposes. Fourth, managing and processing printed flyers, including grant and batch issue, donation and exchange, completing the early binding and post-binding process for printed flyers. Lastly, managing copies and ensuring that database, e-journals, and e-books that have been purchased and subscribed to are always available. In addition, they offer managing subscribed database training with the publisher or vendor in accordance with the information literacy program planning schedule. These are the organizational structure of the Sultan Abdul Samad Library. After that, technologies in the library. There are 8 technologies in the library. First, wireless internet Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is available through the library. It allows users to connect to the library network, UiTm PUTRA hotspot using their own devices from anywhere within the premise. Second, fast check machine. It allows users to borrow and renew a book without having to wait in line at the circulation desk. Third, TV. TV are available at the Media and Archives Division Ground Level A block and the various Division Level 1B block. This is because both provide television watching areas, TV corner. There is also an interactive TV at the PSAS facility in Temasa, and 5 smart TV in each of the 8 of discussion room, which users can use to communicate and study in groups. However, the smart TV in Multi Room 2 is strictly for instructional purpose only. For update computers, in the Electronic Reference Room (ERR) at PSS Library located on Level 1A block has around 75 computer terminals, allowing users to access online database, internet, take assignment, and utilize a CD writer. However, in Multi Room 2, it has a computer lab with computers dedicated to teaching, training, seminar, course, and lectures, and is located at the same block as the ERR room. Besides that, there are photocopying machine, printer, scanner, fax machine, John Print Lab. In PSAS Library, it has launched John Print Lab to improve photocopying, scanning, printing, and facsimile services for UiTm inhabitants. The technologies involved here are photocopying machines, printer, scanner, and fax machine. Besides that, there is braille machine. There is special care room with braille machine amenities and care room, which is available for persons with visual disabilities at facility for persons with disabilities (PWDs). Next, there is also a video projector, microphone, and speakers in the library. At the PSAS facility in Temasa room likewise contain an LCD projector, microphone, and speaker. However, it only rests out to 3 different types of group. And lastly, phone, email, and live chat are also implemented as technologies in the library. This technology has been used at PSAS reference services to provide advisory and guidance to all PSAS users from within and outside UiTm. Furthermore, email is also used by the library to issue overdue notice to specific users if a user fails to return the library materials on schedule. However, staff use phone and email to respond to user questions, complete their work, and so on.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nuria Atra Kamal binti Lokman. my matrix number 2020874176. Now I'm going to continue with the limitation and recommendation of the UiTm library. Firstly, I'm going to proceed with the limitation. The first limitation is the availability of the library reference service, which is the online chat with the librarian. On the UiTm website, it is hard for users to access the reference service because there is no chat widget available. This reference service is referred as personal assistant for users looking for information. The users can only have access to the online chat with the librarian when they scroll down the website until the Contact Us column appears in the website footer. The second limitation is the amount of content on the library website homepage. Although the overall layout of the library website homepage looks neat, it is loaded with various amounts of content. This is considered a limitation to users because they may have difficulty finding and searching the contents that meet their needs. The overall contents are separated from each other, although they can be organized and placed in the same category, making it easier for the user. And then the recommendation for the UiTm library, firstly, is to create a chat widget on the website interface. A chat widget is a piece of software that allows website users to converse with librarians. It greets users and assists them when they require assistance. Most of the time, the chat widget will be located in the bottom right corner of the screen. When the button is clicked, a chat widget appears and the user can communicate with a library support agent or chatbots. And then lastly, the second recommendation is to make hidden tabs that include all contents according to their category. This is because the hidden tabs could make the website interface more organized and easier to access. For example, the directory, location, and sitemap contents could be arranged in the Library About tab because it is in the same categories as the overview of the UiTm library. Through this method, the users could browse the overall contents of the library websites through the hidden tab only without having to scroll down and search for the information they need until the website footer. Hence, the initiative of having a chat widget and hidden tab could provide an excellent service for users from the UiTm library. Continuing with the conclusion of the UiTm library, in conclusion, the website of the Sultan Abdul Samad or UiTm library is a fantastic academic resource that anyone can utilize to meet their own needs. It offers its users a wide range of valuable services, facilities, and information. The users can experience various advanced technology through the library such as the Wi-Fi, self-check machine, and computer. Thanks to the recommendation to make a chat widget and organize hidden tab, the library could get around the problem with the website's limitation. As a result, the UiTm library websites have the potential to develop and become one of the top websites for academic libraries. Finally, I'm going to give a comparison table on the use of technologies in the UM and UiTm library. So as you can see, there is a huge comparison between the use of technologies in both UiTm and UM library. In UM library, there are 6 technologies that the users can use. Meanwhile, the UiTm library has 14 technologies that are available for users to use. This shows that the UiTm library has more variety of technology that users can use comparing to the UM library.